If you're anything like me, you're opening up this page highly skeptical, wondering if this is just another coaching program or course that promises you the world and then leaves you with all the work. And here's the thing. Those people irritate me too. So instead of a long sales video keeping you waiting for 10 minutes before telling you anything of value, let's skip the introduction and get straight into the answer about the strategy that booked me 6 figures of weddings in 6 months. And here's what that machine did for my business in a city where I started with 0 referrals and nobody knew my name. Remember, I had just moved here. In 6 months, I spent $2,748 on ad spend, and I got 70 high-quality leads from couples with real budgets. Each of these leads cost me about $39 on average. And this number varies by the type of wedding vendor you are, but for me as a photographer, these leads turned into $126,000 in booked weddings. No reputation, no network, just this system. The reason I'm so confident in this system isn't because I just got lucky. One booked wedding covered months of everything I spent, because if it worked starting from 0, it'll work with whatever head start you already have. So the strategy I implement for wedding vendors, including myself, has 2 pieces, and they only work when done together. Piece 1 is Google Ads. This is a paid advertisement that puts your business at the top of search results in your local market. That means when couples are searching for wedding vendors, you will be present at the highest intent moment in their entire planning process. Not when they're dreaming, but when they're planning. However, Google Ads is way more complex than dropping in a few keywords and linking your website. If you haven't set up a professional search campaign before, not the AI campaigns, you'll burn precious ad money figuring out all the kinks. Our team has already spent over $200,000 in Google Ads for our clients and are experienced in delivering results that are backed by a money-back guarantee. That means you book weddings or you don't pay. Piece 2 to this strategy is your website, because an ad only earns the click. The website earns the booking, and it has one job: make the couples fall in love with your venue, your pictures, your brand, and build trust. Your website should have a strategic landing page layout that complements Google's advertising algorithm, matched with clear photos, clear information, and a consultation form that feeds Google the relevant data to optimize your campaign. Most vendor websites are not structured like this, and they end up costing them bookings. Both of these pieces to the strategy work together. Ads without a converting site is a waste of money, and a beautiful site without traffic just sits there dormant. Together, they're a machine that works every day, whether you're editing, planning a timeline, or watching Love Island. Before implementing the strategy for myself, I ran a successful wedding photography business in Athens, Georgia. My referrals flowed, my calendar stayed full, and honestly, I thought I had it all figured out. Then, 2 years ago, I had to move to a completely new city and a whole different market. And I learned something humbling. My reputation didn't move with me. Nobody here knew my name. The referral network I'd spent 5 years building was suddenly worth nothing. And here's the thing, I was the same photographer, I had the same portfolio, but my inbox went completely silent. Now, you may not have the exact same story, but you're probably here dealing with the same problem. You're not getting enough leads, and therefore your calendar isn't booking in a reliable way. You see, it's not that your Instagram isn't blowing up, it's that you've relied upon a word-of-mouth network, which is great, but it's not a strategy. 1 month you can book multiple weddings, and the next few months your referrals completely dry up, leaving you with nothing to do but post more and hope for the best. After trying out every marketing guru's next greatest trick, I had the single most impactful realization that changed everything for me. Most couples only have 1 or 2 people that they know who claim to be a wedding vendor. But most of the time, it's a friend who just picked up a camera, or a person who planned a children's VBS but thinks planning a wedding must not be that hard. So I turned my attention to being more proactive with my marketing on specifically social media. But then I quickly found out another simple truth. A bride that is scrolling is relaxing, dreaming, maybe even saving inspiration for someday. But on Google, something completely different is happening. They've set a date, they have a budget, and they're typing wedding photographer near me or wedding florist near me because they are ready to hire someone, usually within a few weeks of getting engaged. Couples that are scrolling are dreaming. Couples that are searching are booking. And that search is happening in your city every single day, whether you're there or not. Now, like I said, this isn't a coaching program or another course you have to pay monthly for. Our team of expert web developers and Google Ad nerds build out this entire system for you so that you can focus on your business. In other words, you pay us to implement this system for you and deliver the results guaranteed. The next step is small on purpose. It's a free 15-minute phone call where we talk over your website, your marketing, your work, and I'll give you a clear plan for filling up your calendar with booked weddings. And I mean this. This plan is yours to keep whether or not we ever work together. And if it makes sense to team up, great. If not, you'll still walk away knowing exactly what to do next. And that's a fine outcome for me too. The button right below this video will take you to a short form and my calendar so that you can book a time that works for you. It's just 15 minutes, and worst case scenario, you'll leave with the plan. Click the link below and I'll talk to you soon.